This is going to bring a surge of business to mountain ski resorts that barely saw any snow in January.
That's right. I spoke with Helen Lummis with the Donner Summit Association, who expects a wave of skiers, snowboarders, and the like looking to enjoy all that fresh snow. And with the influx in visitors, hotels, restaurants, shops, they all benefit.
It's what we all needed. I think a lot of the businesses were worried about shutting down kind of, in March if we didn't get this to top us up. So with this storm, I feel like we're going to be good through kind of the middle of April, which is more when the ski resorts will shut down typically. So yeah, big change. We needed it.
Yeah, no kidding. Any trade-offs though from a safety standpoint at the resorts themselves with all the snow?
And, there is always a higher risk the first few days after a big storm like this. So, ski with a friend, avoid the trees, kind of know your limits is what we like to say. And, all the crews will be working a lot harder than normal to get everything open and avalanche danger and all of that. So it's a lot of effort, but it's helpful to keep everything going.
From a business perspective, we've seen places like Mammoth, Boreal, Sierra, Tahoe all shutting down temporarily because of all of the storm and its impacts.
Yeah.
Do those short-term closures hurt business or help it because you get fresh powder?
It's interesting. Even our ski shop here yesterday, we are affected when things shut down and the roads shut down because we basically can't. There's no one here to do business for half a day or a day. But the long-term effects, especially when we're having a less than normal year prior, were really helpful to have. So it's a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
For those that are new to skiing, which slopes do you recommend in your area?
Yeah, great question. So here on Donner Summit, we tend to get the most snow out of all the resorts because we're kind of that first and highest ridge point. And so for beginners, Boreal, Soda Springs, those are really good ones. And then Donner Ski Ranch as well. They also tend to be a little bit more affordable than some of the resorts that are a little bit deeper into the basin, like North Star or Palisades and Alpine.
What makes your ski resorts stand out and special compared to a place like Heavenly? Why should I go to your guys' resorts?
What's beautiful about Donner Summit, Jay, is that most of the resorts are still independent. And so they're not these conglomerates. They're not on these big passes. And so you get this really kind of lovely atmosphere at each of them that each of them is different and unique. And a lot of history. A lot of these resorts have been here since the 20s and 30s. So it's just kind of a different experience in that way.
I'll have to go check them out. Helen Lummis of the Donner Summit Association, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Jay. Have a good one.
And
I love seeing all that snow on her.
I was just going to point out, when I Zoom called her, she was in the back somewhere because it was snowing so bad, and like almost in a storage area. And I'm like, can we see some snow? Is that by? She's like, yeah, sure. And she goes outside and starts freezing, has all the snow on her. I'm like, we don't have to go that far. She's like, no.
Her lashes.
And she puts her laptop like on a car hood or something like that. I'm like, hey, whatever works if you're comfortable with it. So shout out to her.
She had to showcase the resort.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks pretty nice, yeah.
It sets the vibe, and I'm glad she mentioned those. I love the big resorts. I mean, they've got a lot of terrain. Some of the best in the world are right here in Northern California. But especially with kids, you don't need all that. You don't need that. What you want is something easy. You want something affordable. You want to get in and get out. You want to reduce a lot of some of the friction that comes with all this, because when you're taking kids up there, you're learning for yourself for the first couple times. You want it to be simple. You want to just park. You want to get going, and you don't need a huge, giant mountain. You just need something that has snow on it, and those options: Soda Springs, Boreal, and also Donner Ski Ranch, all great and the most affordable in the region, and they're ready and open for business today.
And again, to stress this point on safety, because I know the avalanche is top of mind right now, as it should be. Mm-hmm. There's differences between skiing at ski resorts and also the backcountry. And she was telling me that they have these techniques that they do, avalanche bombing, to try to prevent that. So safety is top of mind for those resorts.
They've got ski patrol teams that work the top of the mountain to the bottom. They know the trouble spots. They work those early, and they make sure that the mountain is as good as it can be for guests when they arrive. So they're up at 4 in the morning doing all this stuff, so you don't have to, right?
And it was some tough couple of days, but now they have snow until April. So
True.
In a way, it's a win.